Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. We'll be talking about a new wave that is here and how to protect yourself from intense energy shifts. We have 5 planets in retrograde. We'll have a blue moon, a second full moon in the same month on the last day of August. Today we have alignment of 23-23, which brings us a vibration of 5-5, which represents our inner genius. A vibration that supports change and transformation in order to discover our inner genius. We'll talk about it a bit later. And we have many energy shifts that are happening right now due to solar flares, due to change in electromagnetic field of the planet Earth because of the solar flares, but also because of all those cosmic events. 5 planets in retrograde, including Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Venus, and Mercury going today. And all these present energies are just amplifying whatever is present within our bodily complex. So it means that if you're a peaceful person, you will become even more peaceful. But if you're more imbalanced, you will become even more imbalanced. So whatever is present within your system will be amplified. And all these energies are just helping us to recognize what we need to manage, what we need to learn to manage, as quantum physics are saying that every individual's energy affects the collective field environment and vice versa. That means each person, emotions and intentions generate an energy that affects the field. A first step in diffusing social stress in the global field is for each of us to take personal responsibility for our own energies. We can do this by increasing our personal coherence and raising our vibratory rate, which helps us become more conscious of the thought, feeling, and attitude that we are feeding the field each day. We have a choice in every moment to take to heart the significance of intentionally managing our energies. And that is something we'll be talking today about. We'll be talking about how to protect your energy, because there are few symptoms that often occur in people who are more energetically sensitive. And energetic sensitivity is really important because those people are usually really intuitive. Those people are really creative. And they can become great leaders once they learn to manage their energy. But often during these times, we may become more aware of what is out of balance or what we need to learn to manage. And the first symptom may happen in our communication issues during these times. People may feel more distracted in their minds. Many breakdowns may happen in certain agreements, which is an important time to kinda avoid certain conflicts and take more time for yourself and be with people who are on a similar vibrational frequency. Also during this time, often people are reflecting their past, and if you still have many memories from the past which require forgiveness and compassion, maybe some fear and anger may be awakened within you. So it may be perceived as something negative that is happening, as something confusing that is happening, but from a bigger point of perspective, it's all for the healing purposes of your system. Also, decision making may be a bit harder right now because of all that mental confusion and maybe psychological imbalance. So if you're in a position right now where you have to make some heavy decisions, really take time on that. Make sure that you are making those decisions when you're in peak state. For example, after a good workout, after a good meditation, after you've done something that awakens some dopamine in your brain so you can feel more alert, more focused. Usually it's after you've accomplished something you're proud of, or you've done a good workout, you've done yoga practice, or you've came from a certain beautiful place in nature or something like that. Make decisions after those kind of activities. It will help you much easily to see things in greater clarity. And also, sometimes during these retrogrades and during these strong energy shifts, there may be confusions in certain contracts. That's why if you would be talking with an expert in the field of astrology, they would suggest to you to not do certain big contracts, but sometimes we can't avoid that. So just if you're in that case, just make sure that you are rereading everything twice to make sure that everything is how you want it to be. So these energies are important because they're just helping us to create a greater coherence. Like I said, whatever is present within our energy fields will be more amplified. So if communication issues are happening during these times, it just means that all your communications with your relationships could be deepened, could be based on deeper truth or maybe deeper honesty. And it just appears to be a little bit unbalanced. So make sure that you reflect on that a little bit. And during this time, you may notice much easily what relationships are not in alignment with who you want to become anymore. During this time, you may notice what people you may call friends are maybe not your real friends. You know, sometimes we have people who only call us when they are bored, and those are not real friends. Those are just, you know, people who maybe hang with us because they don't know what to do. So really be aware of that, because those kind of relationships are not supported in the new world. Those kind of relationships kinda needs to fall apart so the greater ones can take place. If distracted mind is a problem for you, sometimes during this time people experience a lack of focus, and it leads to harder decision making. You know, it's much harder to focus on what may be the best for us, because we have a lack of clarity around what's the best for us. So meditate on that and do something that can awaken greater coherence within your body. It can be a meditation, it can be a good workout. Make sure that it's taken in moderation because of intense energies. Maybe don't overdo it. Do it in moderation, which means that you have to find the sweet middle spot. How much is enough, but not too much and not too little. I know it's hard to find that middle spot, but eventually we find it. And all these energies are just helping us to find a greater moderation, which is a great virtue. So focus on that, my friends. And at the beginning I've mentioned we have 23 alignment today, which is something really strong when it comes to discovering our inner genius. We all have the inner genius within. You could call it the true self, the wiser part of you, however you want to call that part of you. Remember that the vibration right now, the energy right now is supporting any change, any transformation that will help you to reconnect with that part of you. And sometimes a breakdown is required for us to experience a breakthrough. So later, as we'll be talking about protecting your energy, we'll talk about awareness of importance of decluttering and organizing our life, so we can recognize what we should declutter in our lives to be more connected with our true selves. Is there something connected to diet? Is there something connected to our mindset? Is there something emotional that is not allowing us to stay in that beautiful alignment? Because if we fall out of alignment, we usually stop sensing our intuition and we stop noticing the difference between intuition and fear. So most often, if this happens in the minds of people, they start following fear. And when we start following fear, we fall into the lowest vibration where we become really acceptable and really, really easy to be manipulated by external forces. And there's a lot of fear around us. So in order to navigate ourselves through those energies, we have to learn to be strong. We have to learn to be strong psychologically, mentally. We have to develop a mindset that supports us. We have to surround ourselves with information that are supportive, with the right books, with the right people, with the right teachers, with the right wisdom that can help us to move through that. So some people may look at it as something negative because it is disturbing the comfort zone, but it is allowing us to experience a real transformation. So don't look it as a negative thing. Look it as a necessary thing that will help you to become even more connected with yourself. Another thing that is happening today is that the sun is transitioning into the zodiac sign of Virgo. And again, it creates a wave of change in energy, as Virgo is known for being reliable, dependent, ambitious, and hardworking. For all the Virgos out there, you know that you're an excellent leader, that you're a great, ambitious hard worker that may sometimes lose yourself in overthinking, right? Because you just want to do a lot of things in a short period of time. I'm a Virgo, I know how it works. But we can learn to manage that through mindfulness, right? Practicing mindfulness it's a great way to protect your energy right now. Practice mindfulness, cultivate awareness, and stay present in your activities. A great concept behind mindfulness is an art of not reacting. And that is something that is really, really powerful and will help you to protect your energy during this time. Whatever you feel within your body, within your mind, just don't react to it. If you feel overwhelmed by all those energies, rather lay down and just be okay with what you're sensing. You will notice as soon as you stop judging your emotions, your energy in motion will be released. That's how powerful your attitude can be. Stop reacting and start observing. This is the art of mindfulness. To be mindful also means that you know how to let go of the thoughts. You know how to let go of your mind so you can in tune with your senses, with your inner senses. One of the most important ways to protect your energy is to be more mindful right now, because external forces can only affect us when we start interacting with them. For example, if you go into crowded places and you start judging people there and you start judging the energy there, that energy will start affecting you and suddenly you will say, oh, I was exposed to negative energy. But yes, you were exposed to the negative energy, but only because you've started interacting with it. When there's a person who's constantly complaining, you will be affected by that person only once you start interacting with that person. Once you start thinking about, oh, how negative that person is, oh, why that person is constantly complaining, and you get into the energy field of that person, and suddenly you feel like that as well. But being mindful means that you know when not to think about something that doesn't deserve your attention, that is not worthy of your energy. That is mindfulness. Through daily meditation, we can achieve the control over our attention. Also, as I mentioned before, organize and declutter. This is a great time to organize and declutter, to keep your living and working spaces organized, to reduce the chaos or misplacing items or maybe important documents that require to be in certain places where you know where to find them when you will need them, right? So organize your place, declutter whatever needs to be decluttered, and you will naturally feel much better after that. Also, declutter your mind if you need to meditate. Do some social media detox. It will help you so much because we are anyway exposed to so much of chaos and everything that's happening on the planet right now. So it's already enough. Don't feed your mind with too much of toxicity because it just feeds the fire of chaos. So be mindful around it. Another way to protect yourself right now is to be open to change. Do not, sometimes people push the change away because they want to stay in the comfort. But sometimes change can bring you incredible new opportunities. You can approach challenges with an open mind and willingness to adapt because you have the capacity to adapt to anything. So we can thrive in any situation. Sometimes unexpected situations lead to valuable insights and incredible wisdom that can help us to grow through whatever is finding us. So you can look at this present time as the time of purification. Whatever is happening in your life, something may be falling apart right now, but it is only making space for something new. And it's just a change in perception. Stay open to change. Be open. You can affirm to yourself every single day, I'm open for the best to find me. I'm attracting the best into my life. And it requires a certain change. I'm open for that because I know that it is for the greater good of all. And just be open for that. Another way to protect your energy right now is to take frequent breaks. It may be at your job, it may be at your home, it may be during certain activities. Take frequent breaks if you need to, because it will help you to reduce certain potential stress. It will help you to take greater care of your mental attitude, of your attention, of your psychology. If you feel easily distracted right now, if you feel easily drained out, just make sure that you're making this small breaks, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and just go and breathe and focus on yourself or focus onto a certain spot. For example, go outside and look at the tree, how it is moving in a gentle wind. It creates a calming effect onto our minds, onto our nervous system, and suddenly we just feel more relaxed. Another way to protect your energy is to limit your overthinking. This is something really important right now, as all this energy are affecting our electromagnetic fields, which includes also our minds. So our minds may be more active during this time. While it's good to be prepared, avoid certain overthinking, right? Sometimes when we want to be prepared for whatever, we tend to overthink how it will happen, how it may happen, what's the worst case scenario, and so on. And what I want to encourage you to do is to be a master meditator. Be a master of your mind, which means that you know when to think and you know when not to think. You know when to let go of something and you know when to visualize something, when you focus on something, when you want to manipulate your reality in a way that you can manifest certain results. It's a work of an alchemist, right? You know how to be an alchemist. You know when to visualize something, but you also know when to let go of your thoughts, to let go of your mind, and just observe what is happening. A great time to meditate here during this period, especially this week. Right now, the energies are really intense, and today you can focus on what is arising within you. You may notice that maybe certain routines in your day went out of balance, and ask yourself what would be the most supportive routines for this period of your life, because our routines are constantly upgrading and changing, but sometimes we lose the sense of them, and we may stop or we may start losing the sense of being organized, and that's a great way towards chaos, right? So nothing wrong. All chaos is just a middle phase between one organized phase and another. So chaos is okay, but we shouldn't be overwhelmed by that. We should be open for change. And when you feel like a change is required in your life, focus on what kind of change you would like to embody within your life. Recognize what kind of routines may help you during these times, like a great morning routine to start a day with meditation, with maybe visualization, some journaling, to write your thoughts down. If your mind is really overthinking right now, also journaling will help you so much to write your thoughts down. And spend much more time in nature. It will help you so much. If you can, go barefoot into the nature, connect with plants, trees, animals, and just lose yourself there a little bit. Connect with your intuition. Your intuition is your guide. And sometimes when you feel lost, all you need is to let go of everything, go into nature a little bit, and see what may arise, and then journal on it, reflect on it a little bit. If certain memories from the past are keep coming towards you, maybe in your dreams, maybe in your daily life, reflect on them. Again, write about them. How do you feel around them? Because, memories without emotional reaction are wisdom. But in order to get there, we have to accept emotions that may arise with those memories. We have to learn to observe our emotions as they are arising, and while they're coming with certain memories into our awareness. So observe yourself. If there's certain anger, well, shake it off. Do a good workout. Do something that helps you to shake off the anger. If there's worry, question that memory. Is that truly that way? Is it really, whatever happened, does it help you to be a better person? Whatever it is. If you're experiencing sadness, really dig deeper into the memory. What happened? Could you forgive to someone? Could you be grateful for something that happened? And look for raising your frequency from those lower states into higher states. And the goal can be equilibrium, the middle place, the middle spot where you're completely in balance. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to experience all kinds of human emotions. That's what makes us human. But it's also a good to find the middle way where we tap into equilibrium of nature and we start to feel connected with our senses, with who we truly are, and with the life that surrounds us. And what I found in my life is that meditation is a great tool to achieve that state. So once we experience that middle state in meditation, then our goal is to stay in that for our day that's in front of us. And it is challenging, but it's a great goal. It's something to aim towards. And if we are doing the work every single day, we can become a little bit better at that. So The wave of energy right now is really, really strong, but it is encouraging change and transformation. So make sure that you're surfing them, right? Do not be a victim of that. Do not focus on what is falling apart. Focus on what is arising. Focus on what is awakening. Focus on the potential that you can become. And tap into your heart state, into the state of love that is helping you to see the way when there is no way. It will help you to see the path when there is no path, right? And you will pave one. So, my friends, I will leave you here. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting, my latest painting, The Spirit of a Lion. It took me some time to create it, but I'm happy that I finally finished it. So I hope you've enjoyed in it. I hope it can remind you of your inner strength, your inner courage, your capacity to adapt to anything and to thrive in any kind of situation. So my friends, I hope you found something valuable today. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Till next time, one love.